Good evening, everybody. Thank you for deciding to spend your Thursday evening with Epic team. It will be a bit of a long evening, a bit tiring, but we promise it will be fun. So this is our 13th family of startup teams that have gone through the Epic incubation program. They have gone through 15-week of program of idea validation when they were discovering customers, talking to customers, interviewing them, conducting focus groups, then analyzing those insights, failing, learning, and growing together. We started as strangers, now all of them are friends, and this is one of the good milestones that we managed to reach as well. So please be remembered that these are idea stage teams. Some of them still don't have sales strategies, marketing strategies. Some of them don't have very well calculated finances. So these are just idea stage teams that have validated their problem and solution fit. And after the Epic incubation, they are going to think about their upcoming strategies, will work on their prototypes, and will start doing sales. Some of the teams you can see are much more advanced. Some of the teams are still in their discovery phases. So couple of technical things. First of all, this is, as you have seen, a graduation pitch day. On June next year, we will have a demo day, which is like a bigger event, and some of the teams who have appropriate progress will be invited to pitch during the demo day as well. So if you see them pitching twice, don't get surprised. It's normal. We are just keeping connection with our best teams and inviting them for the June demo day, because for the June we are distributing financial prizes. Some of the tech stuff, please use the back door for going back, because we will be people standing here and pitching, and we really don't want you to disturb them by using this door. Then the second thing is about telephones. Can you please turn off the sound of your telephones? I think this is very simple, but just pitching is a very stressful activity, and we want to make it as comfortable for our participants as possible. Secondly, you have flyers, and it's kind of also an agenda. We have put the teams that will be pitching, and we have put their contact information. So if you would like to learn more about them, if you would like, you can send them emails, find them on LinkedIn, or call them, however you feel it's convenient. Third, we also have Pigeonhole. Pigeonhole is one of our favorite softwares that we are using for the Q&A part. As you can see, you either can go to Pigeonhole and then use the password EPIC, or you can just use the new technologies, which is already not a new one, but the QR technology to go to the Q&A section. Then after each pitch, you have a time to write your questions or upvote the questions that you like. So this is an opportunity for our audience to become part of the pitch and challenge our teams by your questions. You can write your suggestions, questions, or even if you want, you can attack them. It's completely anonymous, and you can write what you want. Or if you don't have a question, it's also an opportunity to just upvote one of the questions. Finally, it's at the back of your flyers as well, so you can use it. Every table has a couple of flyers. Please feel free to share them between people sitting next to you. Finally, after the event, we will have a catering, which is another opportunity to meet with the teams, and if we don't manage to ask your question, it's your time to enjoy some food and also have interaction. The food and the catering will be in the 6th floor of Epic. You can use the back door to be there. So this is it. I think for the people that are standing, we still have spaces in the beginning rows. You can come and take seats because we really don't want to have this comfort situation for you. Feel free to have a seat for you. You can even use the stairs, or we have some places here up front. I think we can start, and it's time to introduce our first team. This team 6 months ago won our other program called Epic Jam. They won a monetary prize and were invited to take to the incubation program. A group of AUA students that are trying to solve financial challenges. Let's welcome Daniel, ArInvest.
Hello everyone. This is a factory that is outdated and its workers are not working. However, if the business owner had access to finance and install modern machinery, he could bring his workers and operations back again. As our research has shown, 60% of Armenia's small, mid-sized businesses fundraise money with business loans, and they don't have information and capabilities to fundraise through more efficient and modern fundraising mechanisms. For that, we, ArInvest, suggest new modern approaches to fundraising through bond issuance, when a company borrows money from investors by selling bonds. Direct investments, we connect with the investors who are investing directly into assets or financial instruments such as shares. And peer lending, when individuals can lend money directly to the business. So in Armenia, we already have companies, those are doing similar services, such as MetaX, and Kingsman, and Investing. But ArInvest does more. We provide security, transparency, and flexibility of fundraising options to ensure that your investments are being used the most efficient way. ArInvest charges fees, finder fees, and commissions depending on the fundraising approach. And as our research shows, the ranges fees should be in these ranges. However, it can be adjusted to Armenian market. And our first step is going to build trust through a staff of experienced and knowledgeable financial consultants. And we're not going to forget about educating those business owners to know more about the fundraising approaches to use those investments most efficiently. And you can see here our team. And this can be the factory with full of modern equipment and employees with our team.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
Now it's time for you to take Daniel with your questions. Once you type the questions, we'll see them on the screen. We only have 3 minutes for each startup's Q&A, so please be quicker. No questions? Generally, we have tens of questions. Okay. How you are going to manage these businesses?
Mm-hmm. So it's a very interesting question. And of course, we are now freshman students here at AUA, but we have good connections, and we are going to find those financial consultants who are going to help us in doing our business.
Okay. What exactly is your platform doing?
Our platform is, you can find those investment opportunities if you're doing a peer lending in that application. But if you are interested in investing such as bonds or shares of those companies, it is much preferred to consult with our company in our office.
Can you collaborate on the flexibility aspect of your business? Can you elaborate on the flexibility aspect of your business?
Yeah, definitely. By saying flexibility, we mean that we are designing the approach of fundraising specifically for your business needs. And it is something that many other companies are not doing in Armenia, and that's what we are going to do.
How many investments was made on your platform?
By this moment, we don't have any investments yet, but we're going to work on that.
Are the fees net, or will they be in addition to the bank's fees?
No, we are not going to be with the banks. We are going to be separately from the banks, and it's a different way of working than the banks.
What about ReArmenia platform? Do you consider them as competitors? What will be your unique selling point then?
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say that ReArmenia is directly our competitor because our business is doing a bit different thing. We are mainly helping the businesses to fund money for their projects, or if they need to modernize for that purposes mainly.
What's your business model?
Our business model is finder fees. We're charging finder fees and commissions based from the number of the amount of money in the transactions.
Thank you so much, Daniel. We don't have any more time for these questions, but Daniel will be at the catering and you are free to approach and ask the questions. Let's say thank you, Daniel.
Thank you very
Good
much.
job. Who doesn't understand what blockchain is? Like, honestly. Yeah, at least some are honest here. Now we are talking about a team that is revolutionizing the crowdfunding industry with the complicated technology of blockchain. Let's welcome Hrach, Tokenvest.
Hey everyone, my name is Hrach. I represent Tokenvest, a Web3 crowdfunding platform. So what is a crowdfunding platform? You guys might hear about Kickstarter. If not, crowdfunding platform involves creators who are pitching projects and offering rewards, and the backers who are supporting those projects and receiving those rewards. But there is a big catch. A lot of scam is happening in crowdfunding. You can see a campaign from Kickstarter which raised about $5.8 million, had over 28,000 backers, and left 70% of them unsatisfied. Why? Because every time backers support projects, there is a significant chance that they will not receive their rewards, or might receive it years after campaign will be finished. And for the creators, there is a big country-specific restriction when they are creating a campaign. For that purpose, Tokenvest creates safe and globally accessible crowdfunding platform to give the ability for campaigns with the power of Web3, to give the ability for campaigns to get qualified through autonomous community voting, which will reduce the risk of scam. Also, our platform will be globally accessible for everyone. Moreover, we are going to have close to zero transaction fees. So with that being said, let's take a look at the market size. For 2023, global crowdfunding market is around 20 billion. We will concentrate on the reward-based crowdfunding, and we are going to obtain the board game and in-game community niche, where average successful campaign funded campaign size is around $75,000, which will let us have 5% commission fee from each successfully funded campaign. Our strategy includes launching our MVP in Solana ecosystem, participating in different type of industry events and conventions, and active engagement in the Reddit crowdfunding community. We separate us in the industry by being a next generation crowdfunding platform with the power of Web3, with the perspective to launch our MVP, get traction and early adopters, and in the future hopefully launch our alpha version of crowdfunding platform. And of course with a dedicated team with already having an experience of building a software development company. I'm happy to your questions.
Let's welcome Levon from Tokenvest. Have you thought of collaborating with Blockstars? They can offer great expertise.
Thank you for the question. Of course, we know Blockstars and we are with active connection with them, not only with Blockstars, but also with Web3 Armenia. Yeah, in future, hopefully we can have some collaboration network.
Thank you. Why have you started Tokenvest?
Very good question. Who asked that question? Thank you, brother. Okay, so our another co-founder, Tirai, is here. He was a doctor, now he is a financial data scientist. He was working a lot with young talents, and all of them have great ideas, but unfortunately they cannot get a funding because crowdfunding needs like experience and like legal stuff. And so we, in the initial phase, decided to give a chance to young talents to get a funding somehow, and then after a lot of brainstorms, it turned out to be a crowdfunding platform.
Yeah, and the continuation, why especially game tech projects, board games? Probably Levon can help with that.
Yeah, it all comes because we have, me particularly, I have a lot of experience in gaming communities and board game communities, and especially when it comes to their crowdfunding. So we try to specialize and ask questions and do our surveys there to just get an overall idea how we can launch and who our early adopters might be.
This is a question I'm sure you got ready for. How would you gain trust if there are other popular crowdfunding competitors like Kickstarter and Indiegogo?
Okay, thank you for the question. Also an interesting question. We honestly, at this point, we don't define us as a competitor for Kickstarter because Kickstarter has already in the market more than 10 years. So with the specific niche and with the next generation technology, we are going to have an early adopters. And after that, we will understand what is our next phase and what is our next customers will be and where we can concentrate.
How
If
are
I
you
answer.
going to minimize regional limitations?
You want to answer?
Most of regional limitations on platforms such as Kickstarter, Indiegogo, they come from payment providers because most of them just don't work. Let's say, for example, PayPal is only partially working in Armenia. And by offering our solution using a blockchain technology for peer-to-peer transactions, we won't have no regional limitations at all. I mean, it also depends on the country we are going to operate in, but mostly the fact that there is no payment provider involved, it excludes a lot of regional limitations.
Thank you so much. This is it for Tokenvest. By the way, Haraj is now flying to Dubai for Tokenvest, so let's wish him luck and many success. Now moving to the third team. I remember it was June, it was evening, it was my vacation time, and someone named Vladimir was calling and bothering me. I need to be at Epic, but I don't have a startup team. Now, 6 months later, they are having customers and they are having real users. This is what Epic is about. Let's welcome Contractee, Vladimir.
Lawyers are too slow. That's why people hate them in IT companies. I know this from my personal experience. IT companies spend 5 to 10% of their budget on legal teams and wait on average 50 days for a contract to be signed. At Contractee, we suggest a software as a service solution that provides contract management platform for IT companies. Our demo customers are Tumo, Renderforest, MBLegal, WeSolve, and Technonym. By using our product, our customers can save time and important resources. They can retain up to 2 times less staff and they can save up to 60% time using our software. This is how it works. They just have to upload their contract and the program will provide assessment of their risks and the respective mitigation measures, and they'll be able to upload their contract with respective track changes. Our software also provides task assignment feature, which basically assigns the tasks arising from the contract between the different departments of the company. And also we have a drafting assistant, which basically provides personalized suggestions to the drafter and helps it to ease the process. We plan to get ahead of our competitors in terms of integratability, speed, precision, efficiency, and security. Our competitive advantage is that we provide an easily integratable extension to any CLM or CRM platform with high-level data security, ease of use, and first-to-market innovative features. Our target market is the United States. The first state will be California, and at this moment, we test our product with Armenian customers. Our market size, our total addressable market is $5.8 billion, serviceable available market is $3.4 billion, and serviceable obtainable market is $200 million. And we plan to charge $300 per user monthly, and we plan to have $200 million revenue within the next 3 years. We already have our MVP and also our first testers, and also we plan partnership within this quarter of the year with 10 customers, and also our version 1 will be ready within the second quarter of this year, and also we plan to enter the US market within the third quarter of this year, and also version 2, the complete CLM platform will be ready within the fourth quarter of this year. Our team consists of 3 members: me, Vladimir Marakian, a lawyer with 5 years of experience, and a product manager. We also have 2 other members, Zaven Sılıkçan and Sarkis Ghazaryan, who are software developers. By this, we ask $180,000 for infrastructure costs, salaries, and marketing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The fun thing about this team is that every time they are doing a presentation, they are adding one more logo in their user list. So again, one more was added today. What has been your motivation to start this business?
I faced a lot of problems while being a contract lawyer, and I understood that in contract lawyer's job there are a lot of boring and repetitive tasks. I also studied legal tech in London, and I decided to start this startup with our teammates, and we believe in this idea.
What's your secret sauce to outcompete PandaDoc?
What is PandaDoc? Sorry.
It seems it's a competitor. Whoever asked
Okay.
this question, feel free to approach Vladimir and share your insights about this company.
Okay.
I remember there was another similar startup at Epic, Contractee. How are you different from them and or other competitors in the field?
Yeah, we have completely different directions because Contractee AI, what it does was to find in lengthy legal documents certain clauses which is relevant to the customers, but we do something completely different, which is basically risk assessments of the contract and providing mitigation measures for our customers.
Can individual lawyers use this, or it's only for B2B?
Individual lawyers also can use this product, but our main customer base and our main direction actually is going to be B2B. We may think about B2C business as well, but not at this moment.
What's your model of collaboration with Armenian IT companies?
You mean collaboration in terms of licensing our product or in terms of just
I think they just want to know how much they pay you.
license? Okay, so we already have talked to some IT companies, and we just provided our software for them to give us feedback at this moment, and we value that feedback very much, and we are going to improve our product on those feedbacks.
What are your plans of expansion? Do you plan to work with non-IT companies?
Yes, of course, because part of our customers are law firms which basically provide services for IT companies. So, and also we have 2 customers, demo users, who are law firms. So yes, law firms are also our customers, and we collaborate with them as well.
Thank you, Vladimir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody, for the questions. For whoever came later, you know there are QR codes on the flyers. You can scan them and use them for asking questions to our startups. Now it's time to introduce another team that is... Hello.
Hi.
They are the gurus of e-commerce, management, and operations. Zont.
I hate the mall. Because really, if I needed a cardio workout, I would hit the gym, not the mall. And that's why when 3 professionals with common mall shopping problem come together, something great is born. Speaking of professionals, let me introduce you to the team. Anahit is a senior sales manager at Glovo with more than 300 deals closed. Sarkis is a CTO at Yerevan City, built the most downloaded e-commerce app in Armenia, and I'm the head of groceries and retail at Glovo, with international experience from companies such as Amazon. And we're not alone. After conducting interviews, we understood that we are unaware of all the options inside and outside of the mall. We waste time and energy looking for the perfect match, often failing to find the right product, or even worse, settling with something tolerable. And here we go. Zont is a marketplace app that allows users to simply explore all the stores in the city, use the advanced filter to find the perfect match, and simply locate it before even stepping a foot in the store. On the flip side, brick-and-mortar retailers have no online visibility, they engage in inefficient online ads, and they lack customers' data, no data whatsoever. And here we go again. Zont is the first and foremost plug-and-play API integration that allows retailers to showcase their lifetime live assortment, gain user data, and have and engage in actionable ads that bring you direct sales. Our first customer in Armenia is Adidas. We have signed a special partnership with them. We're going to get content support. We're going to be testing integration with them, and we're going to be earning sales commission from each sale we generate. And speaking of that, our business model, we're earning money from advertisement, product placement in popular searches, premium subscription, and sales commission paid by the partners. We are competing with traditional malls, with individual brands such as Zara and online marketplaces such as ASOS and Farfetch. And this is just the beginning. In our second release, we're going to have reservations and payment system. Third release, same-day delivery and seamless returns. And for the fourth release, we're going to be having international shipments, AI and AR implications. And to wrap it up, for retailers, we give the opportunity to showcase assortment, get user data, advertise better, and increase their sales. And for users and shoppers, we give the opportunity to find the best option, locate the product, and save time. And if they want it, they have to Zont it. Thank you.
Yeah, I was seeing how my admin panel was boiling with the questions. Let's go to the up part. Tell more about your channels. What's your go-to-market strategy?
Okay, so for the go-to-market strategy, we of course have to separate it in two sides. We have the users, B2C, and businesses, B2B. For users, we're going to use very heavy fashion blogging. We're going to be using targeted ads on social media and many other basically very classic marketing that is done digitally online. For B2B, we're going to be cold calling, offline networking, and of course we'll be offering risk-free contracts for the businesses for them to sign with us easily.
Do you think that malls will hate you too?
No, the thing is, even though I mentioned that malls are our competitors, we actually bring more sales to malls because we digitalize the actual old school brick-and-mortar mall.
What are brick-and-mortar retailers?
Basically, brick-and-mortar retailer is the retailer that doesn't have online website, e-commerce, or any online visibility whatsoever.
An industry term.
Yeah, yeah.
Why the name is Zont?
Yeah, interesting question. Actually, well, we are trying to combine all the brands in a certain location in the city under one digital umbrella. And this is why we called it Zont, and our symbol is an actual umbrella. Yeah.
How are you going to outcompete ASOS? Also, do you know about Hopshop?
Yeah, of course, I know about Hopshop. I know Tigran. We talk a lot. But to come to the first question, ASOS has a bit of a different model. They operate in the western side of the world, and they are basically only focused on deliveries, while for us, we're targeting people who need the touch and feel. They need to fit the clothing before they buy it. That's why we give them the opportunity to filter, find the product, then go to the mall, and then try it on. So the concept is a bit different from ASOS at the moment.
Okay, now I am asking a good question. How is the inventory management integrated and processed?
It's a great question. So thanks to our CTO, Sarkis, we have a very nice API integration where we integrate stocks and prices. We basically gain all the information from their system that has the inventory in it, and we send it to our app and use it as the inventarization to showcase the content which is only available. So if something is not available in their system, it will be not showing in the app.
How are you going to add too many items to your app?
Too many items?
I just added one O to this question, but you can answer however you understand.
Okay, I understand there's like so many items.
Yeah,
how I'm going to fit it? I mean servers, no? Servers. AWS.
Okay, let me see if we have time. We have 30 seconds left. I don't think we have time for one more question, but whoever asked these questions, feel free to approach Tigran and he will be ready with his team to answer your questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have reached 50% of our program, now moving to the other 50%. Let me introduce you the most Armenian and the most stylish team of this program, Pat and Pat.
Hi everyone, and at first I would like to ask a question. Do you know which stone is most often used for construction of buildings in Armenia? Tuff. Yes, exactly. And because of its dominance, each year there are 16,000 cubic meters of tuff stone waste produced in Armenia. It is mainly created because of mining and cutting of this beautiful stone to create such astonishing constructions. However, because of tuff dust, people suffer from respiratory health issues, and there is a land degradation and habitat disruption as well. Another problem that we also find out is that some materials for sound absorption are really difficult to install, since they are installed inside the walls, and if the construction is finished without them, people suffer from noise and cannot solve the issue. So, we decided to combine these two problems, and as a result, our solution is an easy-to-install panel for sound absorption made from tuff stone waste by using eco-friendly glue and tuff dust. With its help, we can bring tuff from exterior design to interior one and create such aesthetic spaces. The features of our panel are installation flexibility, since it can be installed on the top of the wall without any difficulties. Based on our experiments, it absorbs sound by 40 decibels, which is really effective, and it is customizable, since we can create our panel in any form customer wishes. As you can see, there are several alternatives for our panel. However, most of them are difficult to install, and they are installed inside the walls, and approximately all of them are not customizable, except the cork and black one. Also, only the cork is as sustainable as our panel. However, other materials are not sustainable at all. Our main customers are construction companies who cannot find easy-to-install panels for sound absorption, and architectural designers who want to use decorative panels for sound absorption to create aesthetic designs in different spaces. During last years, the construction in Armenia starts to increase a lot, which means that there is a market for our idea and a lot of opportunities for its implementation. Our future plans are to get an official certificate regarding the sound absorption level of our panel in 1 month, create the first prototype and have its installation and testing in 6 months, create a pilot plant for production in 1 year, get start of B2B sales in 2 years, and enter to international market in 5 years. Our team members are Gaynek Arpetyan, the marketer, Manek Irakosyan, the designer, Hambartsum Shatveran and Rafael Harutyunyan, engineers who created this panel, and me, Artur Karpetyan, the CEO and leader of the team. Thank you.
Thank you, Artur. There are so many questions to answer. I cannot find my favorite question, but there was a question, can you first test this on AUA library?
Yes, why don't we can try it?
Thank you. Are you going to work with the parliament to have a legal background for your product?
So, as I said earlier, the first goal is to get a certificate regarding the sound absorption level. But if we would understand that we need some legal documents too, we will work with them as well.
Are you sure that your product is strong to use for buildings?
As I also said, so for now we did our experiments for which we get some results regarding the sound absorption level. But during 6 months, we want to create the first prototype and have its installation and testing, after which we can understand.
Why do you use tuff and not another material?
So actually, since nowadays there is too much exactly tuff waste in Armenia, which is why we want to create our panels with its help.
Do you have industry experts in your team?
We have advisors from Slovakia, if you know the company, which helps us to create our product.
How did you come up with this idea? What was your main point? Pain point.
The two main points were that we also struggle because of noise, and also we want to help Armenia, since we are Armenians.
How environmentally friendly is the product?
It is completely sustainable, since we basically use the recycled waste and eco-friendly binder.
There was another question asking, how did you make this panel? Maybe you can show it again and tell how did you make it?
Yeah, so basically we took the tooth dust, exactly the tooth dust, and the binder called EB30, and then we mixed that and press, with the help of which we could get these panels.
Liked your presentation, thank you. Someone commented. And one final question, what about scalability from Armenia abroad?
So basically, we want to develop at first to Russia, since there people know a lot about tooth as well.
Thank you. You have many questions still to answer during the catering. Now we are moving to a team of busy IT professionals that are athletes and they sometimes need medical care. Let's welcome Ara Yeroyan from MedGPT.
Hi everyone again. Happy to introduce you MedGPT. Don't you find yourself frowning at the thought of finding a reliable doctor? Let me guess, you probably push through your network. Search over the internet, read reviews or articles, even after getting an appointment. You'll probably face long waits, redirects to other doctors, and additional tests which make an expectedly simple visit costly and time-consuming. Isn't that frustrating? Moving to the solution, MedGPT, an AI-based healthcare platform that bridges patients to the right specialists. It offers experience akin to ChatGPT, where users describe their health concerns and symptoms, get access to a curated encyclopedia of relevant literature, see others' experiences, how they react, which doctor they have visited and recommend, and finally book an appointment with the specialist they chose right away. So the benefits. As MedGPT, based on historical data, analyzes the potential steps that the patient might undertake. It can basically estimate the potential costs and time. Thus, it can automatically suggest or even book appointments aligning with patient schedule and budget. Moving to our market. Majority of our market are busy professionals, our early adopters. We also have athletes and travelers who seek local healthcare guidance. We connect those customers to the right specialists through our extensive network of medical institutions. Note that our platform is free for everyone, except the medical institutions that we charge on annual basis. Other revenue streams include advertising healthcare-related products and commissions, small commissions. Yet the later one should be validated. Moving to the market. So we estimated the market size in Armenia by considering number of institutions across the country and last year's healthcare industry's total revenue. By just aiming 1% market share, we ended up with a $1 million total addressable market. For some, we included the institutions that are capable of installing our tech, and for some, we will focus only on the top performers in Yerevan, like Vartanants or Da Vinci. Our go-to-market strategy is to offer platform for free to everyone, encourage doctors to promote our app, utilize BTL communications through medical facilities, and of course leverage social media advertising. In the competitive landscape, only Docus AI features an ArInvest assistant, though it's limited to just advising. Other competitors offer manual booking or consultation requests, while MedGPT, through its AI assistant, brings to the table automated booking and comprehensive price estimates, surpassing the Dr. Jan's single consultation visit information, price information. And finally, our team of busy professionals, scientists and engineers, athletes and travelers who value streamlined healthcare as our clientele. Thank you.
Thank you too. Let's welcome Boris from the team.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen.
What about the FDA to scale to the US market?
A very good question. Initially, we aim to just start and test our idea in Armenia because the health protocols and the insurance system varies a lot both in Armenia and US. So we'll try to test our, let's say, the product, the technology here, and then through the customer interview, so through personally visiting US market and researching on that, we will try to transfer the startup there because it's a software, it will be much easier, and it's a portable startup. So we just need to research the market and adjust based on the needs.
Thank you. What about Docus AI's assistant, which they launched a month ago?
So the difference between the Docus AI and our platform is that we connect the patients with doctors, and they are creating only a platform which provides an information about healthcare healthcare in general.
Thank you for the idea. What accuracy do you have and what size of data are they based on?
Currently, we do not have a prototype for our for our technology, but we are planning to create them after having a fundraising, because creating an AI application is not a easy technology to do.
What's your differentiation from ChatGPT?
The differentiation between the ChatGPT and us, that is our medical platform. Our GPT model is mainly trained on healthcare data, and we will connect with the doctors. Thank you.
Thank you. Medical data is confidential. How will you get it? The lack of data will harm you.
The lack of data will exactly harm you. And that's why we want to collaborate with some institutions, and they will provide anonymous data. Regarding to that, we will have an amount of data from textbooks, from Cambridge medical assistance books, and etc. So we can build a general model, which will be narrowed down with the help of our customers of medical institutions.
Just to add a bit, we have already discussed a potential collaboration with a private clinic in Armenia. The private clinics already have their own database, and with just a couple of modifications and adjustments, we can easily start on. So it's feasible to solve.
We have one more interesting question and we'll be done with that. Are you not afraid of being blamed later for medical causes and medical problems?
So
In Armenia, no, because there are no so much harmful regulations. Just kidding, we are going to do that, but with the help of the government, we will be validated and go forward. Thank you for the question.
Thank you so much, guys. We have 2 more teams left. And now moving to our next team. Have you thought that you can earn rewards by walking, just walking? Let's welcome Taimi.
Ladies and gentlemen, Taimi. So people have been walking all through their lifetime in the stages of evolution, but recently they've been downgrading and becoming much more physically inactive. And guess what? 55% of Armenian population is overweight. And the big reason behind it is that 25% of young people in Armenia spend less than 20 minutes on physical activities per day. So our huge problem is that young people are physically inactive. Okay, and so what are we offering? We are offering Taimi. Taimi is a mobile application that encourages walking through gamification and rewards. Now let me get you through our user journey. When you open the app, you see the chain of chapters and levels. You follow the chapters and the fascinating storyline, during which you get your walking challenges. When completing the challenges, you are guided by the map, and after completing them, you receive in-game coins. You compete with other users, and the ones with the highest coins receive rewards, such as in-store coupons. You can also interact with your friends, and all of you have your own characters and attributes. And in this page, you can see the rewards, in-store coupons, or the gift cards that you have received. So our total market are physically inactive people in Armenia, which according to statistics are 750,000 people. Then we're narrowing down to people who are aged from 18 to 29, and then people who are residing in Yerevan. We are a B2C-based startup, and our business model is subscription fees. So for the upcoming year, we're expected to have 2,000 users, and we have decided that our estimated cost is going to be $2.50. We have done our calculations based on similar apps or apps that operate in Armenia in order to gain a reasonable price. So our roadmap. For this year, we have 3 main stages. Right now, we are in the prototype building stage, and at the end of the year, we expect to officially launch the application. For next year, we're hoping to do the free period in order to gain growth and then to the subscriptions and the revenue. So this is a common problem, and there are many applications trying to solve it, coming from gaming industry and health and fitness. But the thing about Timey is that it has managed to combine the advantages of these applications, making it more entertaining. And lastly, but not least, our team that consists of Simon, David, and Shirley, me, Maria. Guys, don't forget to walk daily, use Timey. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. Let's welcome Simon to join Maria. Love the enthusiasm. Great job.
Thank you.
Why should the users be paying for Timey?
Okay, so why aren't users walking? Let's start from here. Because they can spend their leisure time on social media and getting dopamine. And what if you can walk and get dopamine at the same time? That's why.
Thank you. What's your strategy to compete in extremely saturated field where a lot of big US med companies develop their own products?
So the difference between the big companies and us that all of these international companies are actually not based on Yerevan and Armenia. They just somehow see the steps you've taken or the mileage you've walked, but we have the specialized map for Yerevan, Armenia that makes this experience even more entertaining so we can engage our users more.
Encouragement of people to walk is monetary reward for area walked. If not, how would you incentivize them to use the application? Like, how will they be able to monetize and receive the prizes?
Okay, so there are some apps that kind of monetize walking, but the costs are very low, and we aren't going to pay everyone who is walking. We're going to pay based off their high scores.
Thank you. One of your competitors, Step N, failed, and they were without subscription. Thank you. Next question.
Thank you for the encouragement.
Have you thought about somehow integrating your product with walking tours or tourist activities?
Actually, one of our indirect competitors is eTours Yerevan that actually is for tourists that shows them how they can explore Yerevan. This can be a point that we can look into in the future, but as now we're just focusing on making people more physically active.
Why do you want to start from Armenia and not the US, where people are more inactive and overweight?
Sure, this is a very good point, and we are thinking about expanding to US or the Western countries, more developed. But right now, I think for understanding the market, it's better to start off in Yerevan because the problem is still very huge in here.
Thank you so much, Timey. And we are finally moving to our one last team. And this team's idea will be related to every Armenian kid that was forced to take music classes but hated them. Now it's much easier with maestros. Let's welcome Armenak.
Hello everyone. I would love to show my musical talent on the piano now, but when I was a kid, I had a problem, due to which I can do it now. And here comes maestros to solve that problem. Statistics show that 50% of children who attend music school quit during the first 2 to 3 years. On average, a parent of a child attending a music school in the US spends $5,000 annually on music education. So if the child studies for 2 years and skips, the parent loses $10,000. Children quit due to lack of motivation, engagement, and fun. So Maestros is a mobile application that comes to help kids who attend music schools and teachers to transform traditional learning solfeggio and playing piano into an exciting game-based experience. With the growing demand of music education apps and targeted approach to children's learning, Maestros is poised to Maestros has adventured to capture substantial share of the market. Distinguishing ourselves from competitors, we focus on crucial early years of child musical journey, employing highly gamified methods. Additionally, our platform introduces peer challenges and teacher engagement features that set us apart in the market. With a diverse team of experts spanning game methodology, music, and local specialties, Maestros is poised to revolutionize music education. Our business model is freemium subscription B2C model through the App Store with in-app purchases. Our market entry strategy involves peer-to-peer challenges, digital marketing, music association collaboration, and direct outreach. We have successfully finalized the app prototyping stage, marking a significant milestone in our progress. In the future, we are ready to develop the next phases of, to execute next phases of our development. Our team has unique and multidisciplinary expertise in several key areas, including music theory, edtech development, and design thinking. Perhaps more importantly, our team believes in the power of the music to transform young children's lives. Thank you.
Thank you too. How do you want to teach solfeggio?
We want to teach solfeggio based on some songs. We want to divide songs to small parts and teach music elements. Then the kid can play the music.
Parents keep children away from apps and phones. How will you convince the parents to pay you?
As I mentioned, the parents want that their kids to learn solfeggio, so this app can help them to learn solfeggio. So we think it can help, and they can pay us for that.
Why is the name called Maestros? This is my favorite question.
Because Maestro can help kids to study solfeggio and pros to stay engaged in our app.
Have you tested the application on any kid? What was their feedback?
We tested our prototype for kids only մենակ դրական արձագանք ունենք.
When we can use the product?
We can use product. We want
when?
to.
Yeah.
In summer, we think.
In summer. Can we later play duos or combine different instruments with other people, like an online band?
That's a good idea.
Thank you for the idea.
We can think about it. Thank you.
What's your early stage market? Probably early adopters.
Market is US. We can
US.
try from Boston City.
Okay. How musically education is going to be implemented via gaming? Probably, how are you going to use gaming for musical education?
We have game characters. They can keep engaged kids in our app. Other part I answered in last.
Thank you so much. We don't have much questions left.